Been talking tonight about how Metro Nashville schools will delay their sports seasons through at least September 8th. As of right now, all other counties will play on time despite the COVID-19 numbers continuing to rise.
And Chris Harris shows us how one of our local teams, like many others, are preparing while understanding the risks involved.
I spent part of the morning in Murfreesboro watching the Oakland High School Patriots. Now, the governor's order allowed contact in practice to begin immediately, but many school systems, like Rutherford County, haven't signed off on that just yet. It'll likely happen between now and Monday since the season is set to start on August 21st.
I think coaches have to be smart. You know, we're less than a month away from playing a game, and it's one of those things that you got to kind of teeter between being physical and at the same time being safe.
And that's the balancing act for this sport predicated on contact during a time when we're being told to keep our distance from one another.
I think that's kind of a decision that every player needs to make and every family needs to make. And there's a lot of people that are willing to take that risk to play football.
We understand that there's always risk, but we appreciate the fact that our children are just they're on loan from God.
Angie and Peter Keating have a son, Graham, who plays on the Oakland offensive line. It's his job to run into people. So the Keatings, like many families, had the safety conversation.
They trust the people around me, so they trust me making the best decisions to stay safe, but also play this game of football.
I'm confident football coaches, school administrators from all counties doing the right thing and putting the kids first.
Trust and confidence are two words that will no doubt get tested this fall as teams take the field amidst a pandemic.
Everyone wants to make sure that they can play in a safe manner, and so that makes me feel a little bit better about things.
Yeah, so if one guy gets it, it can definitely spread quick in this environment, but like I said, we're doing our best to stop that chance.
Last week, the TSSAA mandated loads of safety protocols for all sports during the school year. How effective they can be will determine how and if the seasons could progress.
Some people are worried about it. Some of my fellow offensive linemen, they're looking for the possibility to play at the next level, and if the season doesn't happen, then they might not get that chance.
And that's another element to all of this that players and families must take into account. It's the risk-reward question with no 100% safe answer.
We want to be active. We want to be mindful of what we're doing, but we're not gonna sit in a bubble and pretend like we're not gonna go on with life.
TSSAA Executive Director Bernard Childress called the return to play a partnership between everyone involved. Right now, they have a plan in place, but once contact drills crank up across the state, that's when we'll start to see how well they can execute it. Chris Harris, News 4 Nashville.